Hey everybody, this is Bronco Juggalo, and welcome back to Bronco Juggalo After Dark and Wild Eye Week. Now this is day 4, and I am doing The House on Cuckoo Lane. Now this is a MVD copy, but was sent to me by Wild Eye, and Wild Eye has a copy as well, and I like their cover a lot better, and I'm going to show it to you here because it is just dope. This one's not bad. It's just not that one. Now, this was written, directed, and stars David Hines as our title character, Sean. Sean is an avid movie collector, especially in the horror genre. He collects all the rare, hard-to-find shit, and he's got a great collection. Now, Sean is on the hunt for the elusive tape, The House on Cuckoo Lane. Some say it doesn't exist. Others say it's haunted. There's rumors abound about this tape, and Sean wants to get his hands on it. When he finally does, his desire turns to obsession, and obsession turns deadly. Now, you can definitely tell this was a movie made by horror fans for horror fans, and it was made on a very small budget of only £500. The movie is based on a short film, The Hunt for the House on Cuckoo Lane, also done by David Hines. And his writing partner, I'm sorry, I forgot his name. This movie I have been anticipating for a very long time. Jason and Joe both reviewed it. Joe raved about it. He loved it. I wanted to see this. It's been built up so much for me. And unfortunately, I don't think it lived up to the hype that I built up in my mind about it. Not saying it's a bad film. I did enjoy this movie. This movie is a good film. It's got some pros, it's got some cons. I'm going to start with the cons, and the first con I have to say is that the plot of this film has been played to death. I'm sorry, but it has been. We have films like The Ring. We have films like All Hallows Eve, where we got our first glimpse of Art the Clown. Those are all similar films about a haunted videotape, or supposedly haunted videotape, that, has deadly consequences. And there's quite a few more of those, Also, the animal mass killer thing has kind of been played out a bit. But that didn't take away from my enjoyment of the film. I'm just saying that those tropes are a little overplayed. It's not as original as I was hoping it would be. The movie is pretty slow. Now, some might say that it's a slow burn, but if it's not something you're into, which this is something I'm into, I was into the things that were being shown on film. So I was into that, and it kept my attention. But if you're not into movie collecting, if you're not into the Easter eggs of posters, if you're not into just checking out all the cool shit on the shelves, then this one may be a little slow for you. Not a lot happens in this movie, in my opinion. The final con is that the sound on the dialogue, whenever somebody's talking, it's very low. Very hard to hear. At least it was for me. It got a little better towards the end of the film, I noticed. But at the beginning of the film especially, it was very hard to hear the talking and understand what they were saying. Maybe it's just this copy. I don't know. But that was a bit of a con for me. Now, on the pro side, as I said, this was a movie for horror fans, made by horror fans, people that are into the genre, people that love collecting. This is a movie for collectors. And I loved Sean's hunt for the tape. It shows what we all do. It's awesome. I love that this movie was filmed in 2014. It's very apparent that it's based in 2014 because he goes by movie posters on the walls of a theater, and it shows the coming soons of Insidious, things like that. But it has a very 1990 shot on video film feel, and this is a shot on video film. I thought that was really cool. I do enjoy that a lot. As I said, I loved all the Easter eggs of the posters and the shirts and all the, slight little things just giving horror fans what we like. And I really liked that there was also some Marilyn Manson posters on the wall. There was 9 Inch Nails posters. All this kind of 90s shit that I love, the stuff that I still listen to this day, the stuff I still love. That industrial kind of industrial and new metal and stuff like that. I dug all that. I still dig all that. That is the soundtrack to my life. That, of course, ICP and 80s hair metal. I really like that when Sean finds the tape, he has a little ritual. He has like, it's almost like his victory. Like he found his grail and now he's going to celebrate it. He breaks out the good scotch, pours himself a drink, sniffing it and all that, brings out the good, nice cigar out of the case. I loved all that. I thought, I was like, he saved that. You know, that's something he saved for this occasion. And he's finally getting the chance to break it out. I thought that was cool because that's things that we all do. We all, maybe not that particular stuff like, you know, drinking and cigars, but we all have that kind of a, oh, I'm saving this for a special occasion kind of deal, whatever it happens to be, you know. I thought that the characters were all pretty interesting. Like I said, most of them were just like us. Sean's girlfriend even, you know, kind of reminded me of my wife in a way. She tolerated his obsession up to a point. And I thought that was cool. I never had a problem with any of the characters. I thought that the movie was well done for what it was. Like I said, this was done with 500 pounds, shot on video. This is a micro budget, to say the least. And I enjoyed it, you know. I think that it could have been a little better if it was not so, you know, overplayed with the plot. Because, I mean, yeah, it has its own thing, but the basic plot has been done a bunch. I went back and watched Jason and Joe's reviews after I watched the movie because I was like, you know, I built this movie up so much. We talked about it so many times and I haven't had a chance to watch it. I couldn't get a tape or a DVD, sorry. And I think that I just built up this huge expectation and it didn't quite live up to that, but I don't think it's the film's fault. I think that's just me and my mind. I want to give big shout outs to Jay and Joe, you know, just for doing kick-ass reviews. Guys, this is Bronco Juggalo. It is 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to get out of here. Peace.